Throughout your training, you will hear the term lockout referred to multiple times. Lockout tagout is a safety procedure utilized in industrial settings to make sure equipment is shut down and inoperable until maintenance or repair work is completed. The sole intent of this procedure is to ensure your safety and the safety of those around you. Locking out a piler will prevent anyone from turning it on when it is being worked on. For the purpose of this training, we'll be referring only to locking out electrical energy, specifically on sugar beet pilers. Sugar beet pilers operate on 480 volts of electricity. Most receiving stations are equipped with buried power lines and above-ground breakers and plugs. Some stations are powered by large diesel generators. No matter the power source, 480 volts can be extremely dangerous if handled improperly. Always place your safety and the safety of those around you as your number one priority. Violating lockout procedure will result in the immediate termination of your employment. Take the time to correctly and safely lock out the piler before entering guarded or gated areas. Never step inside any part of the piler without first shutting off the power and locking out. If a foreign object enters the machine and you need to retrieve it, shut the piler off and lock out before proceeding. Never insert any kind of hand tool into the machine to free up beets or dislodge chunks of mud and dirt while the power is on. Most of the areas you will access while cleaning or oiling require locking out prior to entering. If you are unsure whether you need to lock out the piler before completing a task, ask your foreman or crop consultant. To lock out a piler, follow these steps. First, complete a Take 5 hazard assessment together with anyone preparing to lock out and enter the piler. Whether you are cleaning or entering the piler to resolve a problem, take the time to complete this step. Every employee must have their own lock with their name written clearly and legibly. Next, audibly notify all employees working on the piler you will be locking out, including anyone not locking out with you. You will then approach the piler breaker. Stand to the side of the breaker and use your non-dominant hand to turn the power off. Once the breaker is in the off position, all who are locking out may place their locks on the switch. Always keep the key to your individual lock in your pocket. When multiple people are locking out, you will need to utilize a lockout tree. Once the breaker is locked in the off position, you must test the machine to make sure the power is off. Test the machine at the operator station by attempting to start the piler in sequence. Note, the lighting on the piler will remain on, even when the main breaker is turned off. The horn will also continue to function. Once you are certain the piler is inoperable, you may begin your work. After your work is completed and you are ready to turn the power on, all employees who have locked out must remove their individual lock. Audibly notify everyone working at or near the piler of your intention to turn the power on.
All clear? Power on.
Under no circumstances should you remove another person's lock. In the event a key is lost and you are unable to remove your lock, notify your foreman or crop consultant and complete a lock removal form before cutting the lock. As the piler moves up or down the receiving station, it will be necessary to move the cord. When moving the cord from one power pole to the next, you should visibly inspect the cord for cuts or nicks. If a cord is damaged, contact your foreman or crop consultant immediately. They will contact the maintenance crew and notify them of the damage. As you approach the power box, visibly inspect the pole and box for damage. You must turn the power off before disconnecting the cord from the socket. To do so, stand to the side of the breaker box and turn the power off with your non-dominant hand. You will then need to unthread the locking ring from the plug on the cord. If the plug is hot to the touch, immediately notify your foreman or crop consultant and do not attempt to disconnect it. Once the locking ring has been loosened, firmly grip the plug with both hands and disconnect it from the socket. Never pull on the cord itself. Doing so may damage the internal wiring. The cord will be heavy. With the help of others, drag it to the next pole. Make sure to allow plenty of slack near the power pole. Verify the power is off before reconnecting the plug to the socket on the pole. If you have any questions, ask your foreman or crop consultant. Thank you for doing your part to protect yourself and those you work with.